That moment hits, stepping into a space and right away sensing tension, a slumped shoulder here, a too quick reply there. Words haven't been spoken, yet something in the atmosphere tugs at your chest. The air feels thick, heavily charged. Your body reacts completely before your mind even catches up. Maybe your breath shortens right then. Or you catch yourself softening your steps without meaning to. It happens fast, a quiet pull between people. One person holds back laughter. Another stares just past someone's face. Then you find yourself quickly adjusting. Not because you were asked, but because staying still suddenly seems entirely, undeniably wrong. Here's something real. Your mind picks up on how others feel, maybe far too much. Some people pick up on heavy emotions like a silent alarm going off violently deep inside. This specific trait has a definitive name in psychology. It is called extreme interpersonal sensitivity. It is common among those deeply affected by their surroundings, living feelings through every nerve ending. This visceral reaction completely shapes how they move through ordinary moments every single day. Others might say such reactions are exaggerated, unnecessary even, suggesting you make too much of small signals. Trying to ignore these massive waves usually backfires, since the mind never truly stops registering them. The brain continuously processes what is floating invisibly in the air around it without your permission. Maybe struggling to block out others' vibes isn't broken wiring at all. Think about that for a second. That sensitivity, it isn't broken wiring. It's sharp neural tracking, built through layers of social learning. Others call it too much, but it's just tuned differently, operating on a completely separate frequency. The brain regions involved light up fast when someone near shifts, even in the slightest, most subtle way. Exhausting? Yes. Still, it's not weakness. This automatic reflex was once a vital form of protection. Now it gets called drama. Think again. What drains you now helped keep groups alive and safe long ago. Misunderstood absolutely doesn't mean flawed. Perhaps your body runs an ultra-precise, highly complex detection code. It was built for intense, immediate awareness during ancient times when hidden danger constantly lurked nearby. Inside your head, something physical shifts the moment another person feels intense joy or deep pain. A complex web of cells known as the mirror neuron system switches on instantly during such moments. As eyes follow grief or laughter in others, those specialized nerves deeply echo the sensation within you. For many minds, this mirroring works like a window, giving a clear view with no crossing through. Yet inside an alert, hypervigilant mind, those safe protective lines begin to blur incredibly fast. A tiny flicker, a jaw tensing, a breath catching, is caught by your amygdala like sudden lightning. Instead of watching tension safely unfold, your neurons mirror it completely, bracing your body for impact. This is not fantasy. Their heavy emotion lands because your neural circuits fire deep beneath conscious thought. Mental simulations spin silently, dozens at once, constantly parsing every quiet emotional shift around you. Back then, staying alive wasn't about raw physical strength alone. Evolution required something much deeper. Picture small, ancient groups huddled closely together. In those times, tribal unity meant absolutely everything. Hidden stress or quiet rage, that specific kind of internal pressure cracked fragile human bonds fast. So evolution stepped in beautifully, not with brute muscle, but with the gift of high sensitivity. Instead of breeding more fighters, some became sensors. They noticed exactly what everyone else missed. The tight jaw, the heavy silence that came far too early. They caught storms long before thunder rolled. Peace stayed intact back then because your forebears saw deep fractures forming long before shouts began. Inside you runs the exact same quiet awareness they leaned on so heavily to survive. Truth sits heavy when you face it straight on. A very thin, dangerous edge exists here. It is the edge where caring deeply for others unfortunately becomes self-harm disguised as protection. Real connection means seeing their struggle while staying completely and securely grounded in your own skin. Energy drains slow, quiet, invisible. the heavy cost of managing climates completely beyond your reach. Start by wondering, do you tune in to build closeness, or is it fear of disagreement pulling your attention? Controlling their mood won't shield you. Instead, it ties you tightly to their chaotic turmoil. Most times, it starts in your early years. Unstable moods filled the air at home for sensitive kids. You learned fast how tension shows: a creak on the stairs, a latch snapping too quick. Subscribe below if this video rang deeply true for you, and join our quiet community today. Drop a note below. What exact moment made you see you'd been taking on feelings that didn't belong to you? Next up, unpacks ways to guard your empathy. Top play when ready. We shield our strength as we refill. Pausing here.